Welcome back to 25 Days of Rankmas. If you're new to Rankmas, this is a series on my channel where I'm going to be ranking things for 25 days straight in the month of December. Some may be sports videos, some may be holiday videos, some might meet in the middle at that point. Today, we have every single Super Bowl logo being ranked. If you are interested in seeing more Rankmas, be sure to tune in tomorrow and see day 3 of Rankmas. And if you're watching this at a point and it's not December and it's not during Rankmas, welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. And if you're interested in more videos, odds are Rankmas is going to be over. A lot of videos are going to be over there in a playlist, but I've got a ton of other playlists with a ton of other videos, and go check them out. I think you'll like them. But since we do have 59 logos to go through, might take a little bit. I'm going to try and move a little quicker between certain eras of logos you'll see as I start off, but I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get into the tier list. All right, so here we are on the tier list. We've got all 59 logos for every past Super Bowl and the upcoming one, Super Bowl 59, this season. So we're just going to jump straight into it. For some reason, they're out of order, even though I uploaded every single one of these logos in order from 1 to 59, and it's not in order, but we're just going to get into it. Super Bowl 1 or First World Championship game, AFL versus NFL. Not really much of a logo. It's just kind of a word mark or just text. And the AFL and NFL are different colors, kind of like the AFC, NFC. But I kind of like it. Only because it's the only one that doesn't say Super Bowl on it. But at the same time, it's like a double-edged sword. I'm putting it at D. I'm putting it at C because it's kind of cool, but also doesn't say Super Bowl. So is it really a Super Bowl logo? No. Super Bowl 10. This one is pretty bland. It's a big X. I like when the Roman numerals are bigger. That will come into play for a lot of these. Not really liking how it's stacked, and it's just one solid color all the way across. Probably one of the worst ones you're gonna see in this video. So I'm gonna put it at D. Super Bowl 11. This one is, I really wish these were in order because you can kind of see how the eras of logos go. But I think that this was kind of the start of the red, white, and blue era of logos. It's all right. If that even is red, white, and blue, I can't really see it. It's kind of small on the tier list, but you know, I think it's only worth a C. It's nothing crazy. The next one, Super Bowl 12, I originally thought looked pretty cool. It was the first kind of different logo that we got in the earlier Super Bowls because it has purple and yellow because it was in New Orleans or Louisiana or wherever it was. But when I first read it, it looked like XL. And I don't like that because it's XII. Kind of hard to see. I'm going D. I'm going D just because it's confusing sometimes. Super Bowl. Oh man, I got to make sure I know my Roman numerals. 13. This one is cool. It's finally got a different font. Well, not finally. It's got a different font with the Roman numerals and the text. I just need to add this little side note here. When I was writing the script for this video, I wrote 1 through 59 and ranked all of them by myself. And it took forever. And I wasn't even sure if that's how I truly felt. So I decided, going on a whim, I'm just going to put it in a tier list, how I'm feeling that day, how I'm feeling that day. So that's what we're doing. I wasted so much time. That's probably why this video is going to get out later in the day, because I didn't prepare very well. But Super Bowl 13, it's a C. It's a C behind Super Bowl 11. Super Bowl 14. For some reason, I really, really like the cursive on this one. And it's in the red, white, and blue era. It's in a pretty simplistic era. But I'm putting it at an A because I really like that cursive font. Then we have Super Bowl 15. Is that 15? Yes, it is 15. I really hope I'm getting these right. This one, weird color choice, pretty boring. We're going to go... Nah, I'm not sure. You know, we're just going to throw it there. We're not going to waste too much time on it. Didn't mean to do that. Super Bowl 16. This one's better. I'd put it right there. Super Bowl, I mean, it's kind of shiny. It looks important, but it's still pretty bland. Super Bowl 17. These are all we're entering a time in the eras. The first two eras of Super Bowl logos, they're all pretty similar to each other. It's actually been a pretty common trend through Super Bowl logos, but I'm just going to kind of fly through these. I like this one not as much as the year before. That is 18. This one, I like the circle design, and I think they did it better than the year after, which will come up in 2 because this thing is not organized right. But we're going to go, boom, Super Bowl 2, pretty boring. But I kind of like the retro look of it. This one, not as good, but I like it better than these two. I like it less than the initial circle design that they did. And then Super Bowl 21. I don't know what it is, but I love the slanted look, the font that they chose, and this rose. And I'm putting it in front of 14. I really like that rose. I do. Now we're getting kind of in order, I think. Which one did I just rank? 21. Now we've got 22. I think it's a better logo. I like these a lot more than this. I'm going to put it at the top of B. 23. Kind of almost the exact same design, except they go from a diamond to a triangle. So I like the diamond one better. Super Bowl 24. This was the best banner ribbon design that they had used up to this point. If they even used any before, they used one more before. I like it. I think it looks pretty cool. I like the font on the inside. I like the font for the Super Bowl, and it all comes together pretty well. First crack at a shield. I do like it better than the triangle design, but I don't think I like it better than this one. It looks cool. It looks important, but I think the other one looks cleaner. Then we have 26. First time they used a football in the logo, I'm pretty sure, which seems kind of important. I'm going to put that right here. I like that logo. It's an older logo, obviously, but I do like it. And I don't really know how to word this because all of these are pretty old until we get into the more modern ones. But I do like that one. It kind of reminds me of college football logo, or it reminds me of the national championship logo, the way that football is and kind of the trophy. But moving on, 27. Yes, 27. I like the roses, but not as much as that other one. For some reason, I just really like the slanted rose. Peach. I almost said Peach Bowl because it reminds me of the Peach Bowl. Either way, that's an S tier logo. I love this logo. I love the ribbon or the banner going over the peach because the game was in Georgia. And that's why a lot of these other logos are going to get props, because not being red, white, and blue, not being from the older era, I get to, celebrate the effort they put in to kind of pay attention to the location. And I've just noticed that my tier list is going to cut off. So you might not see all of these in here, but I'll include a final snapshot of the tier list at the end of the video. Super Bowl 29. This one's all right. I liked it a lot at first with the little sun in the background. I believe this one was in Arizona, but I'm not sure. I'm not even going to check because I'm kind of on a time crunch as I record this video. I'm going to put it right here. Super Bowl 3. Boring. I don't know why is Super Bowl 3 all the way down here. Either way, I like the stripes. Or not the stripes. I like the stars in it. It's pretty basic, but I like the stars in it. Very retro. Super Bowl 30. S tier logo. Something about, now get your head out of the gutter. The 3 X's being together. It just makes for a good logo, okay? Triple X. Calm down. Super Bowl 31. That is a banger logo. Yes, it was played in New Orleans. Get over it. It captures Mardi Gras. It captures the spectacle of the Super Bowl. Mardi Gras is a big old party. And really, Super Bowl, you throw Super Bowl parties, it is a big party. So, Super Bowl 31, S tier, New Orleans, captures Mardi Gras, looks great. S tier logo. Another S tier logo. I don't know how many S tiers I can actually have, but Super Bowl 32 in San Diego. I didn't know what I was looking at first, but then I looked into it and researched it a little bit. It's leaning into the nautical aspect with those different colored banners. I believe those have something to do with nautical flags and then a compass in the background. Another S tier logo. I swear I'm not going to do it too many times. I am going to put this right here. Super Bowl 33. I had no idea what I was looking at first, but apparently it's after the Miami Art Deco, if that's how I pronounce it. Had no idea what that was, had to look it up, had to research it. It's a cool design. I still don't really know what the Art Deco is, if I'm even saying that right. Super Bowl 34. It's just the NFL logo with a different font, or with the Roman numerals inside. Cool design, also kind of lazy at the same time. 35. I like this little like belt buckle thing. I think this one was the best banner afterwards. Maybe not the peach, not better than the peach, except, yeah, it's not better than the peach. It's not an S tier logo, but it is a high A tier logo. Then we got 36. It's got the United States of America as the logo. It looks good. It is red, white, and blue, but it does a better job at being unique while still, it wasn't really during that era, but it looks good. I like the way it looks. I'm going to put it A tier. This one, S tier. And it's going to go right there. Another San Diego one. Something about the water aspect in the logos looks really good. Super Bowl 38. 38? You can immediately tell what this is when you look at it, where the game's at. It's in Houston. I actually like it more than the rose. It is pretty simple. It's pretty dark, which, you know, if a dark team's playing in the Super Bowl, might not stand out as much, but I do like the logo. It's pretty creative. This is the last S tier logo, I think. Super Bowl 39 in Jacksonville has the Main Street Bridge in the background or at the top, then the water under it. It looks good. I like the colors. It's a great logo. It's a great logo. Super Bowl 4, boring. You know what? Right there. XL. This is a C. They did exactly what they needed to, though. They made the XL. XL. XLI. This one was played in Miami, if I'm not mistaken. Has a red or orange and blue color scheme like the Dolphins, and the I is actually a goalpost, and I like that. So huge props to them for that. And it goes into, if it wants to, A, top of A. Oh shit, what are the L's? 42. This one's cool, but for some reason I can't really get behind it that much. Where do I want to put it though? I'm going to keep it right there for now as I think about where I want to put this. I'm going to put it right. I like it better than this. Not better than the diamond logo. Super Bowl 43. This one was pretty boring for the era that it was in. So I'm going to go with C tier. Then we got 44. I am biased. Obviously, you see the jersey that I've got on right now. This is the one that the Saints won. So maybe, yeah, it's got some bias as I put it up high in this list. And now D is cut off. Ah, shit. As I was saying, 44. You gotta be kidding. There's an ad in the way. No, there's not. All right. I like it because, what was I saying? Right here. I like how the goalpost separates the L and the I, and then there is a football going through it. Looks pretty cool. A little bit of bias because the Saints won that year. And now that kind of ends the judging part because we're getting into the era of super boring and uninspired logos from the NFL, which are these. I hate these logos. I think they're terrible. They're so boring. They're not unique at all, but they do have... I mean, maybe the first one was unique. That's fine. But so many more came after. So what I'm going to do, C, because they're boring. Now I got to adjust again. I'll only have to adjust after I fill up the C category. So I'm going to go through and get the older ones out of the way because they're all kind of D tier. Super Bowl 5. Throw it right there. Super Bowl 4. I actually love the font for Super Bowl 4. So we're going to put it right here. All right, what logos do we have left? I'm going to have to scroll a little bit, so the formatting may be kind of fucked up. But we have Super Bowl 50. This came in the era of the... Oh, no, let's go. Super Bowl 7. That is a C tier. Super Bowl 8. Also a C tier. But I like it better than that one. Super Bowl 9. Kind of one of the first unique ones with the big Roman numerals, but still not great. So we're going to put it right there. You know what? Actually, it's going in D tier. Now we're getting to the final stretch from Super Bowl 50 to now. So, Super Bowl 50 came in the era of super boring, uninspired logos. But for some reason, they went with the big 5-0, and it's gold, and it's got the San Francisco skyline or backdrop inside the 50, and I think that looks really good. And I will be putting it in a B tier because of how unique it is, but it's not on the same level. Actually, yeah, not on the same level as the A or S ones. And then we got more boring. And honestly, these are more boring than the first boring era. It's still kind of the same era of logos, but I'm going to put them in D tier. Boom. 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 Does it really matter what order they're in? Not really. Then you move into the LIV 54. A little bit more unique, but they're still boring. A little bit of texture change. But well, now we've got this whole full screen tier list now with ads. Unbelievable. Well, you get to see my liquid hand soap ads. Let's scroll down here to the final four. Super Bowl 56. This is when they started getting unique again. And thank God, because those were all super boring. I like this one a lot, and I loved it when they brought it out because I'm like, finally, they're getting unique. It's still got that same Lombardi kind of sign-looking logo, boring format, but the design inside the numerals is fire. So what we're going to do, let's put it at the top of B tier. I really like that one. The year after, 57, was similar design, a little bit. You could see the background of, it was in Arizona a lot more, but it honestly, I didn't think it looked as good. So I'm putting it just right behind 56. Then we've got the one last year, Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. Looked really, really good. I liked this logo a lot. Same thing, same boring format, but the design inside, like a 3D of Las Vegas and the skyline or notable pieces of Las Vegas. I like it a lot. And I'm actually going to put it, not right there, at the top of A tier. I like it a lot. And then we've got the last one, this year's Super Bowl, Super Bowl 59. Same boring format. Unique inside logo. It's a very vibrant logo, probably the most vibrant logo that we've seen out of, all of these logos. But for some reason, it just doesn't really hit for me. And, it's in New Orleans. It has the fleur-de-lis inside the X, but I still don't really like this design that much. And it's a drop-off from the last 3 years. I'm going to put it... I still do think it's pretty creative. So I'm going to give it a B tier, and I'm going to give it right behind 57. 58 and 56, but yeah, I mean it's an all right logo. It's creative, but it doesn't really look that great. You know what I mean? All right, so those were my rankings for every single Super Bowl logo. My dumbass wrote it from a 1 to 59 script. Wasn't gonna do that because that's a shit ton of editing and a lot of thoughts could have changed. So I just did it one go. Here we are. This is my final Super Bowl ranking tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to tell me your favorite, go ahead and tell me down in the comments below. There's a lot of logos to choose from. Everybody's got different tastes. I'm no graphic design expert. I've always been intrigued by it, but, I could never design one of these logos. So props to you if you can make a Super Bowl. A lot of these look really good. It's just recently they've fallen off the face of the planet in terms of creativity. And now they're kind of, leaning back into it. But those were my rankings. That was day 2 of Rankmas. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in day 3. If you're not watching during Rankmas, be sure to check out more of my content on the channel. I appreciate you stopping by, but that's all I have today. See you later.